Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, 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 Kahallah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. All right, first and foremost, I'd like to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening and learning, and to the Baya Shadabadat, the house of David, Amaya Shatab, with men of valor, Las Vegas camp, coming to you through the will and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai with another lesson, another installment. All right, Lord willing, be edifying unto the body. And this is tracing the blessings or the lineage, all right, for Israel, all right? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, you are the true children of Israel. 2/3 of our nation will perish and die for not believing upon the true name of the Most High, which his name is Yahweh, all right? His name is not Jehovah. His name is not Yahushua. His name is Yahweh, meaning he is, he to be, all right? Bahashem in the name, Yahweh Shai, meaning he delivers, he saves, all right? Not Jeebus Croix, okay? Bahashem in the name, or Chak Wadash, Spirit Holy, or Holy Spirit, all right? And Lord willing, I'll get a name video out within the next week, Abarataza, that I'm able to do one and go into depth and into detail on that, all right? But without further ado, let's go ahead and continue on this series, that it be edifying unto the body and to those newcomers, right? If you have the ears to hear and the eyes to see, all right? 1/3 of the nation of Israel will perish and die, all right? Salakia, 1/3 of the nation of Israel will see salvation, and 2/3 of the nation of Israel will perish and die for not believing upon the true testimony and the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. But the 1/3 of the nation of Israel will see salvation, right? Will be beamed up in the chariots, will learn the true name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls those Jehovah Yahushua and Jesus Christ, all right? The true name is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. But without further ado, Salakia, let me go ahead and get into this lesson. We're going to start off in the book of Genesis, pick up back in the book of Genesis. And it's going to be in chapter 28, right? 28 and verse 10, all right? And it's going to read, and Jacob went out from Beersheba and went towards Haran, and he lighted up a certain place, and he lighted up a certain place and tarried there all night, because the sun was set. And he took of a stone of a place and put them for his pillow, right? So here it is. Jacob had to lay down, all right, as he tarried through the night, to flee from his brother's wrath, okay? Because last video it said, Esau was looking to slay him. If you look in go back into Genesis chapter 27 verse 41, all right, let me continue on. And lay down in that place to sleep, and he dreamed, and behold, Slakia, I'm trying to get my eyes to catch up, and he dreamed, and behold, a ladder set up on earth, and the top of it reached into heaven, and behold, the angel of the power ascending and descending on it. And behold, Yahweh stood above it and said, I am Yahweh, the power of Abraham, thy father, and the power of Isaac. The land whereon thou layest is the land on thou layest to thee will I give it to thy seed. Right. So here it is. The spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai said, I will give you this land. All right. In this dream, Salakia, in this dream that Jacob is having when he fell into this deep sleep. All right, let me continue. And remember, he had made the rocks his pillow. Okay, let me continue. And thy seed shall be as the dust of the earth, and thou shalt spread abroad the west and to the east and to the north and to the south. So Israel spread and scattered as the sand of the sea. All right, as the scripture keeps on telling, as prophecy is foretold. All right, that Israel will be scattered as the sands of the sea. All right, continuing on, and in thee and in thy seed shall all the families of the earth be blessed. Continuing, and behold, I am with thee, and will keep thee in all places whither thou goest, and will bring thee again into the land, again to this land, for I will not leave thee until I have done that which I have spoken to thee till I spoken to thee of. All right. So Yahweh Bashim Yahushua said he would not forsake. He would fulfill the things he had promised unto him, right? Things he had promised unto his father, right? Verse 16, and Jacob awaked out of his sleep, and he said, surely Yahweh is in this place, and I know it not. And he was afraid and said, how dreadful is this place? All right. And it's an exclamation. How dreadful is this place? This is none other but the house of the power. And this is the gate of heaven. All right. And this is Jacob speaking, continuing on and saying, and Jacob rose up early in the morning and took the stone that he had put for his pillow and set it upon for a pillar, and poured out oil upon the top of it. And he called the name of the place Bethel, but the name of that city was called Luz at the first. Continuing on, verse 20, and Jacob vowed a vow, saying, if the power will be with me, and will keep me in the way that I go, and will give me bread to eat and remnant to put on, so that I come again to my father's house in peace, then shall Yahweh be my power. All right, and here it is. This was Jacob saying this. All right, this is what he had said after he awoke from this dream. He said, surely I will do this if these things be done. All right, if I get returned back to my father's house, all right, in peace with raiment, and I have an abundance, all right, and I have abundance to go on to, surely I will go and continue and give everything to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, I'm gonna read that again. This is the verse. This is Genesis chapter 28 and verse 20, and it reads, and Jacob vowed a vow, saying, if the power will be with me and will keep me in the way that I go, I will give me slakia, and will give me bread to eat and raiment to put on, so that I come again to my father's house in peace. Then shall Yahweh be my power, and the stone which I have set for a pillar shall be Yahweh's house, and of all that thou shalt give me, I will surely give the tenth unto thee. Right, so Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai had established and made this covenant, all right, had made a covenant, and here it is, Jacob had made a vow, all right, he made a vow, when he had this dream, he put oil upon the stone, all right, and then he set the stone up, and he called that place what? He called that place what? Bethel, all right, Bethel, and it was called Uz at first, all right, Slakia, Luz at first, okay. So this goes to show, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, takes, let your yea be yea and let your nay be nay. All right, the vow that you say unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you better make good on it. All right, such as it goes no different than those brothers, who put their hand to the plow. All right, you cannot look back. All right, if you look back and you go not in the way of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and you forsake the vow that you have imparted unto him, you will be destroyed. Such as Jacob had the opportunity to be destroyed for making a vow. All right, he made a vow to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right, and the vow that we made as a nation, we broke. All right, and we're going to find that out in later chapters, but we were chastised for breaking that vow that we had set before Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay, that covenant. Okay, let me continue on. This is going to be in the book of Genesis. Slakia. It's going to be the book of Genesis, and it's going to be chapter 29 and verse 21, and it reads, And Jacob said to Laban, give me Salakia. Salakia. When Jacob vowed that vow unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, all right, he was now kept by that. So then, as Jacob had left from his parents' house, left his father and his mother's house, to go and find his wife, he went unto Laban, right? His uncle, his mother's brother. All right. And then he went to seek after his wife, Rebecca. Okay. Rebecca and Leah. All right. And it's going to give the account, right? I'm going to read the account right here. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 29 and verse 21. And it reads, And Jacob said unto Laban, give me my wife, for my days are fulfilled, that I may go in unto her. And Laban gathered together all the men of the place and made a feast. And it came to pass in the evening that he took Leah his daughter and brought her to him, and he went in unto her. And Laban gave unto his daughter Leah Zilpah his maid for a handmaiden, and it was and it came to pass that in the morning, behold, it was Leah, and he said to Leah, what is this thou hast done unto me? Do not I serve with thee for Rebekah? Wherefore then hast thou beguiled me? Right, so here it is. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai gave Jacob a wife, and gave Jacob Leah first, all right, because the customs of the father Laban, custom of the father Laban, all right, and the customs of that land is that the elder wouldn't be married off before the younger. Okay, so as their custom, all right, he got him liquored up a little bit. It was time for Jake, to seal the deal. Jacob went and sealed the deal. Time to enter the bedchambers, and here it is. All right, he had one wife. All right, but it wasn't the wife that he had worked for. But it's going to go on, continue to say that in the story. All right, as you read the story. I'm going to start at verse 26 again. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 29 and verse 26, and it reads, And Laban said, It must not be so done in our country to give the younger before the firstborn. Fulfill her weeks, and we will give thee with also for the service which thou shalt serve with my yet seventh other, for serve with me yet 7 other years. And Jacob did so, and fulfilled her weeks. And he gave him Rachel, his daughter, to wife also. All right? Gave Rachel, his daughter, to wife also. Now, this isn't a custom that is for Israelites. All right? At this time, Yahweh Shem Yahushai had established where, hey, Jacob would do this, all right? But this is not something that we would do in this time or the time to come, because it is unlawful, all right? We wouldn't lay with our sister's sister, or Salaki, we wouldn't lay with our wife's sister, all right? Hey, that's unlawful, and you can look up those things in the book of Leviticus, all right, pursuant to the law and the law of marriage and so on and so forth, all right? What is acceptable unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai? But at this time, Yahweh Shem Yahushai has allowed it, okay, in the scriptures. All right, let me continue on. Salaki, continue on, and I'm going to read through verse 28. And Jacob did, Salaki, and Jacob did so and fulfilled her weeks, and he gave him Rachel, his daughter, to wife also. Right, so he gave him Rachel to wife also. So now, here it is, Jacob had Rachel and Leah, all right, as wives, even though that they were sisters, all right? And if you want to find out, hey, who had which children, okay, of the nation of Israel, read chapter 30, all right? Refer to Genesis chapter 30, and it goes and exactly and tells you what wife and what handmaiden had which children, all right? Thus making the nation of Israel up, okay? As far as a physical standpoint, that was ordained by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, okay? I'm going to the book of Genesis, chapter 28, and verse 22, and it reads, "And the stone which I have set for a pillar shall be Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the power's house. And of all that thou shalt give me, I will surely give thee tenth unto thee." Right, so Yahweh Shem Yahushai, here it is. Jacob had made that vow to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, now Yahweh Shem Yahushai has increased Jacob. All right, he has 2 wives. All right, and in chapter 30 it says all the children that he has had. Okay, it's like all the children that he is bringing forth. Okay, hey, and he said he would give a tenth to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This is going to be the book of Genesis. It's going to be chapter 32. Salakia. Chapter 32, and it's going to be verse 24. Chapter 32 and verse 24, and it reads, "And Jacob was left alone." All right. Chapter 32, and I'm going to start at verse 22. Salakia. I'm going to start at verse 22. "And he rose up that night and took his 2 wives and his two woman servants and his 11 sons, and passed over the Jabbok, and he took them and set them over the brook, and sent over that he had. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the break of the day. And then he saw that he prevailed not against him. He touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was not of joint, and he wrestled with him. And he said, Let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not, lest thou go, except thou bless me. Right here it is. Hey, Jacob was wrestling an angel for his blessing. Okay. Continuing on, he touched the hollow of his thigh. His thigh was out of joint. Okay. Continuing on, and he said unto him, What is thy name? And he said, Jacob. Verse 28, and he said, Thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For a prince hast thou power with the power, and with men thou hast prevailed. All right, it is Yahweh Shem Yahushai who has ordained the children of Israel. Okay, he gave Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right, the blessing. Hey, continuing that righteous seed through the line of Shem, okay, out of Noah's three sons. Out of Noah's three sons, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai continued that line through the line of Shem, all right, which got unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right, which was passed down. All right, Salakia. All right, and this will be go to the book of Genesis, chapter 35. Okay, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has revealed all these things. If you take the time to understand the scriptures, if you have the ears to hear and the eyes to see, all right, if you pray to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to reveal these mysteries and start learning from the apostles on down, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Rakal, the elders and the bishops under them, all right, the men who are teaching this pure 100% truth doctrine, okay, to accept rebuke and correction, right? If you misunderstand something, if I misunderstand something, all right, if a brother give rebuke and reproof for me, all right, for any other brother, all right, who believe upon the will and the testimony of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, so that we may relay these messages unto you soundly, all right, and give you the 100% truth and the 100% doctrine of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, all right, because we need this to receive salvation. We need this for the understanding of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's testimony, okay? Understand whose we are and who we are, okay, which is very important, all right? This is going to be the book of Genesis, chapter 28 and verse 29, and it reads, "And the days of Isaac were at hand." Salakia. Salakia. I don't think I meant to put that there. Salakia. This is book of Genesis, chapter 28 and verse 22. All right. And what does it say in verse 22? Hey, the stone that was left there. All right. That stone that was left in that place. And I'm going to read it again. This is Genesis chapter 28 and verse 22. It says, "And the stone which I have set for a pillar shall be Yahweh's house. And of all that thou hast give me, I will surely give the tenth unto thee." So Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has established here Jacob's house, has given him the substance, is returning him, as we continue on, he's returning him back into his fathers, okay, with peace, okay. Matter of fact, let's go to Genesis 32:24, all right, 24, and it reads, 32. Salakia. I said Genesis 32 and 24. Genesis 35. Genesis 35, and I'm going to skip around in this verse, this chapter. It's Genesis 35, and I'm going to read verse 1, and it reads, "And the power, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, the power said unto Jacob, Arise, go up to Bethel, and dwell there, and make thee an altar of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Yahweh the power, that appeared unto thee when thou fleddest from the face of Esau, thy brother." Right, so here is that account where Yahweh said, "Hey, go now and make that altar. Here it is. Everything has been fulfilled that I have said unto you. Go and make that altar." All right, that we can get this done. All right, I'm gonna jump down. All right, I'm gonna jump down to. I'm gonna just continue to read it, Slakia. I'm gonna continue to read verse 2, and it reads, "Then Jacob said unto his household and to all that were in with him, put away thy strange gods and that gods that are among you, and let us arise and go to Bethel, and I will make there an altar of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, the power, who answered me in the day of my distress, and was with me in the way where I went. And they gave unto Jacob all the strange gods were in their hands, and all their earrings within their ears, and Jacob hid them under the oak which was by Shirsham. It's lucky I messing up on the names. Shittim. And they journeyed, and they tarried of the terror of Yahweh was upon the city that were around about them, and they did not pursue after the sons of Jacob. All right, and I read that, because Yahweh Shem Yahushai, made good. He said, now go back and build that altar. All right, go ahead and build that altar and build that, which was there. Okay, because he said, arise and go. In 21, he said, arise and go up to Bethel, and dwell there, and make thee an altar unto the power that appeared unto thee when thou fleddest from thy face of Esau thy brother. All right, so here it is. Jacob is continuing to make good on his word. All right, he gave honor unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, he continued to do things that were pleasing unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, now was this in Esau's mindset? No, it wasn't. Okay, Salakia. I'm gonna drop down to verse 10, and it reads. This is Genesis chapter 35 and verse 10. And Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, power, said unto him, thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel. All right. And the power said unto him, I am the power almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy loins. All right. Yahweh Shem Yahushai, is what? Re-establishing that blessing that has been coming from through the line of Shem, all right, all the way to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right. He is reiterating and re-establishing this lineage, all right, that is being brought forth. I'm going to jump down to verse 14, and it reads, and Jacob set up a pillar in the place wherewith he talked with him, even a pillar of stone, and he poured a drink offering thereon, and poured oil thereon. And Jacob called the name of the place where the power spake with him Bethel. All right, so it is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai who has established that covenant. With who? The children of Israel. All right, our forefathers through the line of Shem, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, which it was bestowed upon. Okay, let's go to the book of Genesis, chapter 48. And Salaki, if these lessons are a little bit lengthy, but Yahweh Bashem Yahushai had it on my spirit, to bring it out. All right, Lord willing, to be edifying unto the body. And if I have misspoken on anything, that a brother, please reproof and rebuke and correct me, so that I may have it perfect. All right, Salakia. My camera and everything is messing up now. Salakia. Salakia. It's going to be chapter 48 and verse 1, and it reads, And it came to pass after these things that one told Joseph, Behold, thy father is sick, and he too with him, and he took with him his two sons, Manasseh and Ephraim. And one told Jacob, and said, Behold, thy son Joseph cometh unto thee. And then Israel strengthened himself and sat up upon the bed. All right, so here it is, our forefather Jacob, who was surnamed Israel, in this story of Joseph, where his brothers had sold him, all right, unto Ishmael, okay, where Joseph became the Pharaoh, all right, the hand of Pharaoh, all right, to be able to make it through these times, all right, and to be able to bestow blessings upon his family, as Yahweh Shem Yahushai has ordained in the story. All right, I'm not going to go into that particular story right now, but Lord willing, you check it out for yourself. All right, that you do your research and you watch the apostles' videos first and foremost. All right, the elders, all right, and the bishops who are under them, and brothers who are laboring in the truth. Okay, making their bodies a living sacrifice and giving the sound doctrine. All right, of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the 100% truth. Okay, jump down to verse 5, and it reads, And now thy two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, which were born unto thee in the land of Egypt, before I came unto thee into Egypt, and are mine, as Reuben and as Simeon, they shall be mine. Right, here it is. Israel, all right, Jacob, who was surnamed Israel, said, Your sons are mine. And as your sons are, as Reuben and Simeon are mine, so will your sons be unto me. All right, because your brothers have sold you into captivity, but your sons are gonna hear and be mine. They're of my lineage, of my loins. Okay, so they shall be mine. So bring them unto me. All right, and I will continue to give you what is righteous and what is for mine to give. All right, through the will and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. I'm gonna jump down to verse 14, and it reads, And Israel stretched out his right hand and laid it upon Ephraim's head, and who was the younger, in his left hand on Manasseh's head, guiding his hand wittedly, and Manasseh was the firstborn, and he blessed Joseph, and said, The power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, before whom my father Abraham and Isaac did walk. All right, and that walk right there was follow after the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, as Enoch followed after the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and walked with him in his laws, statutes, and commandments, practice and rehearse the righteous acts to the best of their ability. All right, in that day when they had to perform the sacrifice, so on and so forth, these men walked as Yahweh Bashem Yahushai would have them walk. Okay, continue on, and the power which fed them all Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, which fed me all my life long into this day, the angel which redeemed me from all evil, bless the lads, and let my name be named on them, and the name of my father Abraham and Isaac, and let them grow into a multitude in the midst of the earth. Right, so here it is, Manasseh and Ephraim. All right, Manasseh and Ephraim will grow to be a great nation, and are a partaker of the blessing, all right, of the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, Ephraim being the head tribe of the northern kingdom, all right, and Manasseh, all right, but Ephraim was the younger. Okay, but nevertheless, Joseph's sons were still what? A part of that lineage of the tribes of Israel. All right, are Hebrew Israelites. Okay, that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai has mentioned and bestowed, Salakia has bestowed upon the nation of Israel as an entirety. Okay, Joseph's sons. Okay, Salakia. Hey, and you can refer to Genesis 49. Okay, you go further into Genesis 49, and it'll give you all the details that you're looking for. Okay, I'll give you all the details that you're looking for. Dropping down, Salakia, dropping down to verse 20, and it reads, and he blessed them that day, saying, in thee shall Israel bless. In thee shall Israel bless, saying, power maketh thee as Ephraim and as Manasseh. And he set Ephraim before Manasseh. Right? And he set Ephraim before Manasseh. Moreover, I have given, Salakia. All right, Salakia. He had set Ephraim before Manasseh, and Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai has ordained them, to be what? Part of the 12 tribes of Israel, making up the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay? And this is, I'm going to drop down to Genesis chapter 49, and I'm going to read verse 1 and verse 2, and it reads, and Jacob called unto his sons, and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. Gather yourselves together, and hear ye, sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father. All right, and he said, hey, Manasseh got that blessing, right? Because Manasseh and Ephraim, all right, are Manasseh and Ephraim, all right. In verse 16, when Israel said, hey, let my name be upon them, and my fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, now has put them in that blessing, all right, directly, okay, as it was ordained, okay. And he says, as my sons, and in verse 5, 48 and 5, he says, as my son Reuben and Simeon are mine. All right. So that is the nation of Israel. Okay. You can read through chapter 48 or Slakia, chapter 49, and it'll give you the tribes right there. All right. It will continue to give you all tribes of the nation of Israel. Okay. And just to go and prove furthermore, all right. Hey, and if you got questions about the tribe of Dan, all right, we have what we need for salvation. All right, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai does not give any more detail to what happened into the tribe of Dan. All right, but if you want to look at certain scripts, hey, go into Judges chapter 18 and 31. Okay. Look throughout the book of Numbers, all right, and see things that they have did and the information that is there for you, all right. But Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai has a remnant of the nation of Israel that will be saved, and let's go ahead and prove that. Matter of fact, and we'll go ahead and close out after this, all right, because this is what is needed unto salvation, for salvation. All right, for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. All right, and Lord willing, I can put this together with the other video. If not, it'll just have to be a part of the video. All right, so this is going to be the book of Revelation, chapter 7. It's lucky. Chapter 7 and verse 4. And it reads, and I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of the tribe of the children of Israel. Of the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Gad were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Asher were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Naphtali were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Manasseh were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Simeon were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Levi were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Issachar were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Zebulun were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Joseph were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Benjamin were sealed 12,000. All right, which makes that 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel. All right, the governing body of the nation of Israel. All right, along with the multitude, all right, of the men, women, and children who believe upon the doctrine of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, making up the 1/3 of the nation of Israel who will see salvation on this side, pursuing to the book of Zechariah chapter 13 and verses 8 and 9. All right, 1/3 of the nation of Israel will be saved in these days. All right, this is ordained by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, and we're going through the lineage to find out who exactly is the chosen seed. All right, the promises were given unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the seed was preserved through Shem. All right, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. I want to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children, listen, learning, and to the Bayash Shabbadat, the house of David. To the next time I say Shalom, Wad Abal Babal, Kwam Yasharal, Shalom.